plant down behind the bar. Shady opening things up with a kill onto Kiza. Somebody's going to have to deal with Boogie though. He pops up and gets a double kill, and that's going to be a triple if only he can hit them. Let's go!
My name is Kimbe, and I'm a flex for Horus Esports.
That scoreline doesn't do anything justice, really, because that last map on Dust 2 was very, very close. How are you guys feeling?
CS.
Yeah, for CS.
I play Siege, man. I don't play CS.
Ooh, Shady will get killed by Turtle. I think he knew that he was there. Meanwhile, Turks gets one onto Kimbe. Turtle's going to use, so he's going to be working his way into sight. He's one shot. That's the third. Can he get the fourth? He moves round into construction and he gets it. Unbelievable plays from Turtle. Let's go!
Gents, it's about time to go into the game. Give me your predictions real quick.
Wind and rain for me.
Yeah, I think wind and rain.
Has got that wall open. The plant position is open and the diffuser is brought in. Kixer will get the first. Western with a second onto Kayak. Blackout will get one onto Turtle. Western gets a second on the shotgun and a third. That's Blackout and Tyrant. Shady finishes things off. What a round from Western. Pulling Horus into a guaranteed draw.
And the C4 toss comes out, but it is going to be a little bit too wide. Blackout is going to be able to continue his plan, and he's being covered as well. Turtle does pick up a C4, a flurry of kills. All of a sudden, it's a 2 versus 1. Is Turtle going to be able to clutch this up? He makes it a 1v1, and he's got control of the diffuser. It's going to all be down to Harris to push aggressively. He's got a Gumine in his foot. He's pre-firing anything that he can, but no, Turtle clutching things out for his team. And that's going to be a huge win for Horus, coming in with their first win of the Premiership.
Who would have predicted it? Absolutely fantastic first performance, and what a match. Another 12-round thriller. What a game from Horus.
Plant is down, and everything is now going to fall onto Joker, playing on this Capital, finds one, turning it into a 1 versus 2. Now the diffuser is coming through, goes to the push around as well, gets a final one. Can he get the last? Joker with a huge clutch at the end there, turns it around.
Turtle as well is stuck inside long desk, and there is Dowie. Bring it to a 1 versus 3. Turtle manages to balance it off just a little bit. There's 30 seconds. The diffuser is still cold. Turtle with the triple kill has completely brought this round back into his favor now. And it is suddenly a 20-second 1 versus 1. 1 HP and a dream is what Juniker is playing with right now. Needs to find the diffuser, wants to push the firefight instead, knows exactly where the man is, but that does not make his job any easier. Turns away from the flash. Beautiful motions, going for a wide run. He's going to try and plant on the opposite side. The information is being spread. He's covered, he's faked, he's phony. He's gonna run out of time.
35 seconds to go now, and they just need to get this extra frag that's going to allow them to push forward and get the diffuser down. But how about that? A double nitro kill coming in from Joker. Meanwhile, Pat gets an unfortunate team kill onto Sathis with a nade there, and all of a sudden that leaves us in a very quick swing around. Horus now 4 versus 2 in favour. They've got the defensive advantage. Shady making it 4 versus 1 now with the kill onto Rum.
Like wolves around the poor IQ, who is just battling, and Shady has perfect eyes on the diffuser, and Turtle creeps in behind and gives Horus a win. And I actually quite like this. Instead of going for the utility push, they're going aggressive. Joker finds the opening frag, but Sathis with the double kill just makes them suffer against it, and Joshua takes the man out over the barricades. And there is another one for Joker, though.
There's no need to push Joker here. Let him move into your line of sight. They've got a good idea of where he is now with that utility being expended, the asphyxiating bolt. Rum's going to get the view there, but will miss his shots. Meanwhile, Joker snaps a great headshot. Things are going sort of reasonably well for him. He knows there's a man behind the boxes. He will get the kill.
Joker's shutting down from the other side, does find PX. The diffuser's being planted. KX finds one though. The diffuser is no longer hot, and it is just down to Sathus.
It's again just what can they do with it? How can they get things speeded up? Joker just evening things up with a kill.
Smoke is taken by Joshua Glitch as well, and there is Joker finding his second for the round. You can see the man sat ready to rope in. Brilliant.
Joker's walking about. Wow, somehow Prox is inside of the bomb site, but has been met by a clash. Does find Western, but still more to go as Pi swings around. Does find one, no! Doesn't even get another one on that blue stairs. Horus. A great round from them. Played it slow, played it steady. M&M, they went into the panic mode. They pressed the big red button that said run in and give yourself away.
To give their location away. But it's going to be fruitless because they're going to have to shoot open the barricade or at least something to try and move on into sight, and it has taken up a good deal of time. They started this push with about 1 minute and 20 left on the clock. So far they've burned 40 seconds. That Prox is going to enter on in and grab one onto Kimbe. He's going to get taken out by Turtle. Joker and Turtle closing things out for Horus, and that will be a draw, ladies and gentlemen. Horus proving that they do have what it takes on defense and able to clutch up all 2 important rounds.
Wow, definitely a misstep. Misstep in the tango there for M&M.
Let's take a quick look at the standings from the end of group stages. For those of you that maybe haven't tuned in for the full thing, it's a good idea to see what the exact points looked like. Now, with Na'Vi and Secret both finishing in first and second, they are already qualified. We have our next 4 teams competing here tonight to determine who takes the spot. It means we have Seed 3 versus Seed 6 and M&M versus X, Wind and Rain. And T3H, also known as Fatheads, is worth mentioning because it is a phenomenal name. And T3H versus Horus in the other fixture. I think a lot of us should be speaking about is that second fixture between T3H and Horus. Both set to be very, very interesting, but we should take a look as well at what the bracket looks like with all of these teams. As to what happened, of course, it ended 7-5. Gents, you can share your thoughts as we go.
So already off the bat, Horus in a 1v4. So already the second round shows that T4H, they're getting the man count very hefty. Oh, Monty jumping in with 2 other people? That was... and a flawless from that is... Man, what? Why didn't we have this game being shown? What the?
Yeah, very aggressive from Horus in that one round they won there, but T3H is showing their dominance, really getting that 5-1 lead onto the attack. Oh, sorry, 4-2 lead onto the onto that defense there. Pretty box standard though.
We did see some really nice setups or a couple of rounds that came in pretty clutch for Horus. Like Kimbe had a couple of good rounds in this one as well, and you'll see all the kills flying over to their side here as a prime example. It kind of turns out, I think, that starting on the defensive side, like you guys said earlier on at the start of the day, just really can play into a team's favour.
Especially in Prem. I read up the stat, 189 round wins for defensive side operator, or wins for the team. It just kind of shows the way that, these tier 3 teams, they're not tier 2, tier 1, and if you want to be a tier 2 or tier 1 team, you need to be able to also win your attacks. And whenever these teams can't do that, then they rely so heavily on these defender-sided maps. That's maybe why we don't see as much coastline, as much border as what we kind of seen previously. That's why Clubhouse has been picked up a lot, Consulate as well, because it fits these kind of teams' playstyle.
Absolutely. I mean, again, it comes down to the point where it's at 7-5, so you definitely can't turn around and say Horus around.
People maybe in this game doesn't even know what Clubhouse is like without a Hibana. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there, as we do get a disconnect from Western straight away. Very unfortunate.
Okay, let's see the admin call. Like in the clutch position, holding on in towards blue. Doesn't know the man went around the unit, and he's actually going to be to the left-hand side. Goes for the shots, but doesn't manage to find them. The crossfire's there.
That was a very nice round there from Horus, and a really nice attempt of a comeback from T3H there. Yeah. Dumping in them 2 entry frags to equalize and get the plant down as well.
Unfortunately, we are back with some bad news. Western's internet died, obviously, as we saw about 15-20 minutes ago. He has been unable to reconnect. You aren't allowed to sub in players mid-series, so that map has now a default win over to T3H, which means they therefore win the series 2-0 and proceed to our live finals. An unfortunate situation, but one that's understood by all the players, and that's basically how the night is going to wrap up, plain and simply.